One of the biggest lessons that I've learned in my corporate career over the last 10 years is something that I've been struggling with. I still continue to struggle with, but it's something that definitely hindered my growth early on in my career. I've gotten better at this now on the back half. I've been in tech sales for 10 years. And probably one of the key lessons that I've learned, and this could be advice that somebody could take that's not even in tech sales, and that's essentially being able to brag about yourself. It's so important to understand this concept of, we've heard this term called corporate bragging or being braggadocious about all your accomplishments, but being vocal about it. And I think one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in tech sales is probably one of the industries that obviously I've been working in for 10 years, and I've seen that the people that tend to get ahead are really confident and almost boisterous about how they portray to the organization their image, right? They've got a moniker, maybe a slogan or something, but they always are really good at touting their wins. It could be maybe an account they cracked into, or being in the know on what types of processes the organization likes. Those tend to be the people that get the top accounts. Those are the people that get opportunities. But I've gotten better at this now on the back half of my career, but I remember thinking that sales is a meritocracy. And yes, sales is a meritocracy, but it's important to understand that your corporate brand matters so much, especially if you want to make a set amount of money or being able to have a lucrative career, especially like sales. It's so important to be able to help bolster your brand. And something that I would like to just let my audience know and clients that I coach is being able to maybe provide a recap when you have one-on-ones with your manager, your director, your SVP. Keep them in the loop on things that you've been able to knock out. Don't simply rely on just thinking that, oh, they'll notice. There's a lot of sales people that work under them, a lot of directors and so forth. They might not know that you cracked into a top account. They might not know that you projected or created, $600K worth of pipeline, and you walked into a territory that only had 70K of pipeline at the time. You need to be able to outline that, summarize that, put that pen to paper so that everyone has visibility into that, because that's going to be able to help bolster your image. If your image is bolstered, you'll get more opportunities. More opportunities lead to more accounts, lead to more commission. So that is the game. A lot of these influencers I see on TikTok and YouTube aren't talking about that. And I think me being a first generation Hispanic male in a world or in an organization that doesn't tend to look like me, it's important to be able to let other people know that that is something that you have to come across. It's not something that you can avoid. Again, it's not something that you want to complain about, but it's just a way to be able to, it's just an obstacle to work towards. And whatever your political beliefs are, that is the game. I didn't make the rules to the game. I'm just telling you how to adjust to the game. So this is just my brutal honesty. And this is outside of just sales, like being able to understand how to summarize your performance or key wins or hurdles that you overcame, obstacles. Those are all things that you're essentially have to rely on to create a good corporate brand. And essentially, if you do have a good corporate brand, you might have a successful side business and so forth. All those types of things culminate into other positive arenas for you as you start to grow in your career. I'm still early on in my career. Like I said, I've been in this for 10 years, but other people that I work with have been in this longer and they've been more successful than me. But again, I have a set number that I want to hit here in the next few years. A couple private goals that I want to hit as well. But again, I think all in all, it really helps to be able to bolster your corporate brand, because essentially I do believe it will help you make more money. We're all in sales, or people that are on the other end of this camera are looking to hope to break into sales. Building your corporate brand is 100% a top 3 initiative that you should have when going into sales. And again, this is just advice for anybody that wants to even go into corporate America in general. Share, subscribe, DM me if you have any other questions. Peace.